WSI. This is Good Business San Diego, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. Hi, I'm Roy Robertson. Welcome to Good Business San Diego, where we're talking about the topics that are important to you, your home, your family, your health, and your money. The following portion of Good Business San Diego is sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. With steep stock market declines, and it's up and it's down and all over the place in the last week, many investors are feeling fearful and uncertain about what to do as our portfolios have sustained some heavy hits. Brent Wilsey, the president of Wilsey Asset Management, joins us today with some thoughts on how to handle these turbulent times. It's up, it's down, it's unpredictable. Brent, where are we?
Well, when we came in this morning, it was down.
Right.
And then just recently, all of a sudden, he's going to put, and again, I'm not sure of this, but the rumor is he's going to put a 90-day hold on that. So I like to see the words come out of his mouth, because sometimes they're kind of change. But now the market's up. You know, I know I looked at our portfolio, we're up 5% for the day. But this is a very good lesson where we tell people, do not just sell everything and go to cash. Because if you did that, what do you do now? Oh, do I go back in? But what if it's a rumor? I mean, we've seen this happen, like these 3,000-point swings. What if tomorrow, all of a sudden, nope, well, that's only on certain companies. I mean, things can change so quickly. This is why when it comes to investing, you have to understand what you own and say, no matter what happens, this is a company, this is a mutual fund that I want to own and continue to hold through the good times and bad times, because things can change, especially now.
Especially now.
Very quickly.
It's a cautionary tale, right? So,
exactly.
And a lot of us are really tied to looking at the 401k balance that we have, and that's probably the last thing you should be doing, right?
It's a huge mistake. And then people say, well, I don't look at it at all. That's not good either. And I'm not talking about looking at the balance. I'm talking about looking at what you have in the portfolio. Understand that for that 401k investments, what are the mutual funds? What do the mutual funds invest in? If you look at the mutual fund and you see they've got, you know, 15% was in NVIDIA, 15% in Apple, 15% in Tesla, they're probably not going to do very well. So that's what I'm talking about. And if you don't know how to do it yourself, I mean, that's what we do for our clients. You analyze it. I mean, I don't say, you know, panic, analyze. Analyze what you have and understand it. If you don't, find someone that does.
And for some people, that fear factor is the stock market's just not going to bounce back. But of course, historically, it always has. And there are circumstances recently where we've had dips and it's come back.
You know what's funny is that people say, oh, it's going to take 10 years to recover. I heard the exact same thing back when I went through the Great Recession in 2008. Oh, it's going to take 10 years to recover. I said, it's not going to take 10 years. We got great companies. I think it took like a year and a half, 2 years. All those people that sold out in 2008 and were out for years, they missed a big boom. That's why you have to understand, this is normal. We get a correction of 10% or more about every 19 months. I've been doing this for over 40 years. I've been through about 25 corrections. And you know what's funny? The result is always the same. Hang tough, you'll do fine if you have the right companies. Make sure you don't have high price equities or junk in your portfolio, then you won't do good. Then you shouldn't be holding on.
So many people thought we were going to get crushed by the pandemic. And it didn't really take that long for it to recover from those losses. Let me ask you about specific stocks. Apple is one that's really been under a lot of scrutiny the last couple of weeks. How do you feel about Apple?
Kind of concerned on Apple. I mean, Apple, and the reason I say that, we know it's a great company. We know that everybody loves Apple. But just loving a company is not the right thing. What you have to understand, that about 90% of the manufacturing comes from China. They sell in China. China came out, what is it, a day or two ago, I'm forgetting, it moves so quickly. We're going to fight till the death. And they raised their tariff. And then President Trump came back, raised his. So Apple, I'm very concerned. We could see that below 100, I think, in the next 6 months or so.
Thanks for your perspective. Come back, because it's going to change just as soon as you leave. We're going to need you to get you back in. You can find Brent online at smartinvesting2000.com. Preceding portion of Good Business San Diego, sponsored by Wilsey Asset Management. We'll be right back.